Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to the channel. Sarah here. We're going to do a tarot reading for you today for the end of July 2025. Keep in mind, Capricorn, this is just a general reading, so take only what resonates and leave out what does not. If you're interested in having a personal reading done by me, you can visit my website, lionessmoonintuitivetarot.com, or you can email me directly at lionessmoonintuitivetarot@gmail.com. Okay, so the first card, or the card that wants to come out in the pre-shuffle here, is the Five of Wands in reverse. You may be wanting to get to a place of peace with somebody here. We'll see what comes out as we continue. Keep in mind, Capricorn, this is a general reading, so you need to delegate the energies where you see fit. Sometimes what happens is these energies become very fluid, and so when I say it's your person, it could be you and vice versa. That same goes to you, cross-watcher. All right, we're going to do a general energy check-in between you and the person on your mind. All right, Capricorn, the general energy check-in. What is this person's energy in this connection? What is the person's energy that you are connecting to? We've got the Seven of Pentacles, Saturn in Taurus, and the Seven of Cups in reverse. We've got two sevens here. Somebody is really reflecting on something here and processing something. And this is something that has been processed over the course of time. And if there's been any confusion that this person has been feeling over the course of time, it looks like they are overcoming this confusion and making a choice. Can we get more on the Seven of Pentacles, please? Ooh, and out jumps, we've got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And we'll look at these two cards in a second. Oh, and we've got the Queen of Wands, the Six of Swords, we've got the Moon, the Justice, and the Knight of Wands. So somebody is making a choice. Now, whatever this is something that you may not be fully aware of right now at this point. We do have the Moon here. But it does look like somebody wants to move on, and that was what we were getting in your layered spread yesterday, is that it looks like something that has been very difficult in your life right now, something is coming to an end here. And it looks like it has to, in order for you to awaken to something, and it has to do with understanding your own value and your worth here. Now, this person is feeling for some of you, this may be, I was seeing it in your reading, this could have something to do with an actual committed, like an actual legal separation from a committed relationship. It does look like there's been a codependency with that Nine of Pentacles in reverse. But it does look like somebody wants to move on. They are doing so quite impulsively, and there may have been there may be something, they want to go single. It could be that there's some sort of codependency. They may be feeling like they want to go single. They want to get attention elsewhere. It's kind of what's showing up here. It looks like they are making a decision after really reflecting on and processing something over time. Can we get the situation here? Okay, so it looks like they do want to come together so there's something that they're doing right now. They're coming together. I don't know that they're either coming together with you, but there's something they're not being totally honest about, or there's something that's going on here that has happened before, and it looks like it's whatever's going on right now is very synchronistic with something that happened before. So that means that there's something that is being repeated. There's a pattern here. So what I'm getting is that there's somebody who this person has not been talking to. There's been an interlude. There's been a period of time, a pause. There's been a timing factor, pause in between, since this person was talking to somebody else, and they are potentially coming together again. And this is synchronistic of something that had already happened before. Okay, so let's see what it is that you bring to this connection. What is your energy, Capricorn? This could be you, by the way. This could be you wanting them coming towards you as well. This person could be coming towards you after walking away from something else. There's something that you're gonna have to have the strength here. It looks like you're standing strong here with the strength card. Strength and the Ace of Wands. Just a second. Can you clarify the strength, please, before I say anything to Capricorn? What's the strength? You're trying to find the strength to move on. But it does feel like there's some sort of unfinished business here. There's somebody, okay, so this could be somebody who you've been, okay, so there's been some sort of pause. There's been some sort of period of time where it feels like you have not been talking to this person. Now, it looks like they're very attracted to you and they want to come together with you. And there have been synchronicities between what's been going on now and what went on in the past. Now, it looks like you may, here's what I'm getting, okay, Capricorn? There's a very strong possibility that for some of you, you're involving yourself with somebody where there is unfinished business, but it's almost like you need to get away from something else in order to be able to move. So I was getting that yesterday in your reading too, is that there was somebody that you can be co-creating with and starting a new chapter with, but you have to get away from somebody else first. There's something that you've been dealing with some other connection that you need to get away from first. I did see the snake show up in your reading yesterday, so whoever it is that you're separating yourself from could be the one who's in that energy, so just be aware of that. Because often when we are connecting with other people right immediately after a separation or while together with somebody else, this can create an energy of a lot of dissonance and war. It does look like somebody is communicating with you. After not really giving, there's somebody who's not been paying you a lot of regard here. That's why I'm thinking that whatever this is something that it's almost like you're ready to move on to calmer waters with somebody who you're trying to find the strength to do this. There's some sort of unfinished business. Somebody wants to persevere through what's felt like a very difficult connection. So this does look like it's the energy you're supposed to be moving on from right now, but it's almost like you're trying to persevere through this very difficult connection. Whoever this is wants to communicate with you, and when they do communicate with you, it does look like they're going to be a little on the emotionally manipulative side, which means something very specific. It means that they're trying to control how you think and feel about this situation. Why is the strength here? Can you give us more on the strength? This is something that's going to happen in the future. This is projected. Now, like we were saying, there was some sort of synchronicity between something that had gone on in the past with this person and something that's going on in the future. This is what it is. Okay, so here's the thing. You're meant to be learning a lesson here with whoever this is. Now, the problem here is that you may be finding it difficult to actually end this cycle and truly move on from this person, because this person may be emotionally manipulating you into believing that you need them somehow. Like somehow, if you are not connected to them, in the future, you are going to be the one who is in a state of survival. I just want you to know, if this is a connection where the two of you share assets together, you should not necessarily be in that energy. But, it's just what I'm getting here is that there's something about you being almost like afraid to do what it is that you know is best for you by taking that inspired action, because there's something holding you back. There's unfinished business, and it has to do with some sort of fear surrounding being in a state of survival in the future. So, what is the obstacle for Capricorn in this connection? What is the obstacle for Capricorn? We've got the Three of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Can we get more on this Three of Wands in reverse before I say anything? We've got the Knight of Cups and the Fool. And the Tower. Okay, we were seeing yesterday that there's a tower that hasn't fallen for you yet, which is kind of enabling you to continue in this. There's some sort of really unhealthy pattern that you're caught up in, and it may always have been familiar to you. So, and that's why the Tower has to happen, so that we can start looking at something differently. It looks like there's, okay, oh yeah, no, there's going to be an ending here. Okay, so that's what we were seeing yesterday. There's something that you're not being totally honest with yourself about here. And it has to do with what I'm getting here is that this person who you've been at odds with is coming in. Your challenge is that when they come in to bridge a gap with you, this person's coming in to bridge some sort of gap with you. And when they do that, they're coming in to romance you in some way and kind of want to have, they're going to come in romancing you. They're going to want to have this new beginning. Now, your challenge here is to put an end to this, and this is going to cause a tower of some sort. But what I'm seeing here is that what I'm seeing here is that there's something that you have not been honest. That this is what it is that there's something that you're not being totally honest about with yourself about this connection. When this person comes back in from out of the cold, I'm almost getting like this groveling energy, like I want to try and do whatever I have to do to make it work, but then they don't actually put in the effort to make this work. Okay, it's just almost like, this is what keeps us comfortable, so let's keep doing this. Can we get more on the Three of Wands in reverse? Can we get the situation? This is a twin, there's a twin flame connection. Oh, and it's showing that you're done. It is showing that you're meant to be done and over with this connection. That's what it's showing up. The Death and the Tower. Like it said, the Tower has to happen, and it has to do. You don't even realize that you're trapped in an unhappy connection. It's almost like you're really avoiding the truth about it, is what I'm seeing here. Somebody is avoiding the truth about being trapped in an unhappy connection, and it's almost like having to get out of the connection is going to awaken you to the truth of what really is going on here. And that was why your spread came out the way it did yesterday. Because I'm pretty sure the why card, WHY, understanding why something is happening, is going to be your outcome. All right, so this person's perception of Capricorn, how does this person view Capricorn? We've got the Ten of Cups and the Knight of Cups. This person loves you. This person loves you. They see you as their full emotional fulfillment, and they love you. Can we get more on the Ten of Cups? There's the Tower and the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, gee, there's that King of Wands in reverse. That showed up yesterday. We've got the Judgment in reverse, the Two of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse. This person is going to awaken to something here, but it's going to be on the contingency that you put an end to this. You're going to have to stand in your power and say, I am not putting up with this anymore, and this person is who is going to awaken to this. So either that, or you're going to realize something about exercising poor judgment and making this. Either this person is going to awaken to you being their full emotional fulfillment, but the fact that you showed up as the Ten of Cups is how they view you, and it's showing up that this person is still not awakened to something right now, and that's why you're going through this with them. it's showing up that they are going to awaken to the poor judgment that they've been exercising with regard to, it looks like we've got we've got the King of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Wands. I don't think that's you. The Queen of Wands is not you. This person is going to realize something about what they've been doing and how they've been exercising poor judgment. And there's going to be something about, it may happen in there's something about this other connection that's going to awaken them to something about this connection, is what I'm getting here. But it does look like whoever this is going to start feeling a lot of heavy-heartedness over something here. But it's going to be after, it looks like you have to end this yourself. It looks like that's your challenge here. Is that when this person comes in to bridge a gap with you and be romantic with you, you're going to have to stand your ground on something in order for them to wake up to something here. Why is this 10 of Cups here? Yeah, they see you as they're going to see you as having removed the negativity from your life. And part of that negativity has to do with being confined, being stuck in a really unhappy connection. And once they realize how much happier you are without them, that is when they're going to come in and they're going to start trying to negotiate. And potentially, that's what I said, I was getting groveling energy from them. And here we see begging. For some of you, you may actually have somebody who's coming back groveling on their knees for you. But again, this is one of those things where you have to play it out this way. If you just continue to allow the cycle or the pattern to play out the way it's been playing out, it's not going to play out this way. So their behavior and actions, this person's behavior and actions towards Capricorn. We've got the King of Pentacles and the Three of Cups in reverse. Can we get more on this King of Pentacles? This person's coming in solid for you. The Page of Swords in reverse, the Page of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Swords, the Star in reverse, the Page of Wands, and the Hierophant. So here's what I've got, okay? This person is providing. This person is somebody whom you may be very heavily connected to on a material level, but it doesn't look like they're paying you any regard. There's something here about being maybe even emotionally dysregulated, or this may be causing some sort of emotional dysregulation. But I am seeing that there's been damage done to the integrity of this connection, and it looks like they are going to come in more solid for you and have a recognition of what's going on when you set this boundary. It looks like if you set this boundary and say, you know what, look, this has been a hopeless situation for me. This isn't working for me. I can't do this anymore. This is going to turn things around. So if you've been in a situation where I'm seeing here almost like you're afraid to do this because you're afraid of where you're going to end up in the future, Spirit is telling you right now that is just a fear that exists in your mind. And this person relies on you being in that fear in order to control you in some way, okay? Can we get more on this King of Wands, or King of Pentacles? This person loves you, and they're going to want to come and meet with you after having the realization. They're going to have a realization. Something's going to come to light about something, but it looks like it's only if you walk away from this right now. You're basically like, I'm not going to put up with this mistreatment. Sorry. And that's when things turn around. I don't know why it is that you have to basically completely detach yourself in every way from some people in order for them to understand, but that's just kind of how it works. So what is in the hidden position for Capricorn? We've got the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Magician in reverse. So when this person comes in from out in the cold, They are going to try and manipulate they're going to try and manipulate your thoughts. They're going to try and control, shapeshift your reality with their truth, okay? And that's what I'm seeing here, is that there's something that you're in fear of, and I'm almost wondering if this person is who's facilitating that here, and it has to do with you being in survival. We've got the Ten of Wands coming out, and the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, the Death. That's it. That's it. Okay, here's the thing, okay? There's something I don't know if you're aware, there's some sort of synchronicity. There's something about this person being connected to somebody else. Now, whether they're actually physically connecting or not, there is something going on there. Whether it's just I'm seeing flirtation, I'm seeing that there's even if it's just communication, it does look like there's something else going on with somebody else. And this is something that when this person comes in from out in the cold, they are still burdened by the fact, just letting you know, that they've got another energy going on with them. And it looks like it's going to, now, if you don't know anything about this, Capricorn, and you're not suspecting this is probably not your reading. I'm getting here with that synchronicities card that there's something about this that you already know about. There's something that's going on that's synchronistic to something that has already happened in the past. And it's showing up here. Spirit is saying that it's going to be on you to end this in order for this person to adjust themselves to the standard that you need them to adjust themselves to. Now, it looks to me like you are going to move in a new direction and leave this person behind because there's been unfair treatment here with that Six of Pentacles in reverse. And for a lot of you, you may be dealing with a situation where there's been a lack of reciprocity. Can we get the Five of Pentacles in reverse for Capricorn? What is the five? Oh, we've got crickets. That's it. Silence, non-action. And that's it. That's exactly what I said. If you go silent on this person, completely silent, like I had said yesterday, if it was you showing up in that snake energy, and I'm not saying it is you, it could be somebody coming towards you as a result of you standing your ground. That could be the case. But if you remain completely silent, don't get involved at all, just go gray, what do they call that? Gray rock? You do that, this person is coming back in to negotiate. They're coming in to beg, is what I was seeing. Begging. And this is something that you're going to be able to keep notes on, okay? For some of you, you may actually end up writing about this, but it does look like there's, like I said, there's some sort of synchronicity about something that happened in the past, and it's repeating itself. So this either happened in another connection or this has happened in this connection. But whatever the synchronicity is meant to awaken you to something here, because you're not facing the truth about something, and it has to do with being up to you to end this and say, you know what, look, I can't put up with this, this treatment. What is the advice for Capricorn? We've got the Eight of Cups in reverse. Spirit saying it's going to be up to you to walk away from this. When this person's going to want to bridge a gap, because whoever this is overpowering you in a way that is cruel and really like punishing and inhumane. And it's not coming from a compassionate place. It's just, I want to control and manipulate and dominate. And that's what it looks like to me. Why is the Eight of Cups showing up here for Capricorn? Yep, you're doing the right thing. You're doing exactly what you need to do here in order to bring justice to the situation, because this person has not been, for a lot of you, you're dealing with somebody who's like downright unfaithful. And I'm not saying that they are necessarily being physically intimate with anybody else, but they are being unfaithful to an extent. Okay, I am seeing that. And it is showing up that there it is. This person is going to end up having to reflect on what is going on when you move on and leave this person behind. They're going to have to reflect on what they did. I am seeing emotional manipulation though. So this person is going to try and emotionally manipulate you to make to be out of alignment with your proper discernment and judgment here. And it's going to be up to you to keep your head on straight. And it is showing up that there was something that you're not necessarily facing the truth on. And it probably doesn't help that you've got somebody who's manipulating you and your thoughts and making you think certain things, like you should feel like you're not going to be able to survive in the future without them. That's what I'm seeing here, is that there may be somebody here. There's a Capricorn here who's in fear of that for sure. Can we get more on the Eight of Cups, please? This is just a pause. This is a timing factor. You may have children with this person, but this person may have to come to terms with something in themselves that is a little bit childish here, and it has to do with a roller coaster. So it does look like there are a lot of ups and downs with whoever this is. Now, for some of you, you may be afraid to do this because of the reaction that you're going to get from this person. But the thing is that you're not actually being respected by this person in this connection anyways. And it looks like you're feeling very unhappy here. So what is the outcome here for Capricorn? What is the outcome? We've got the Hanged Man, Pisces, and the King of Wands. Why is the Hanged Man here? The King of Swords in reverse. The King of Cups. And look at all these kings. The King of Cups in reverse. The Nine of Wands in the upright. Oh, this person. Okay, so here's what it is. Right now, what I'm seeing in the outcome is that this person, it's showing up here that it's very, very highly likely here that this person is coming in to manipulate. They're coming in not being totally honest, and they are coming in potentially seductive with you. I was seeing that they're coming in with this energy of romance and let's start over, let's have a new beginning. They are coming in very seductive with the King of Wands to the Knight of Wands, and they're going to want to try and persevere through this. And there's a very, very high possibility that you may choose to repeat this cycle with them and stay exactly where you are. That is what's showing up in the outcome right now. It's like there's some sort of fear what I'm seeing, Capricorn, is that there's some sort of fear, whoever it is that I'm connecting to, about releasing yourself of this energy. And it's due to this idea that in the future, there's going to be survival issues for you because they're no longer in your life. And I don't know if this person is manipulating you into believing that, but it's rooted in complete illogic. It's not logical. We've got proof here showing up. Oh, there's going to be proof that there is somebody else. Just letting you know, you're going to end up finding that out, and you're still going to be trapped. So here's the thing, is that there's something that you're already aware of on an intuitive level, is what I'm getting, and it's due to the fact that synchronicities have been showing up. So maybe try to tap into your intuition and really understand what it is that you need to be looking for in order to see what may not be totally at the forefront here, because there's some sort of proof that's going to come about with regard to what this person is doing when behind your back in some way. It has a lot to do with somebody else that they've been involved with. And it looks like once you find the proof out, you're going to be in a position where you are trapped with this person again. And so it's almost like you feel like you can't get out of the trap. So I hope that resonates for somebody. This may not be everybody's message. I know it's pretty heavy. So Capricorn, that is your message for the end of July 2025. Thank you so much for all of your support, your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. And until I read you again, take care and bless.